As of right now, many counties in Wisconsin make their own shoreline zoning laws. This means that they can set limits on how close people can build to the shoreline, as well as what they do with vegetation on their property. Many times, those rules are more restrictive than state rules, but the proposed state budget would make the looser state rules the only rules allowed. If the state budget went through as it's written right now, individual counties and lake associations could lose their power to set zoning regulations. That's a big issue for many in the North Woods. Vilas County alone has 1,300 lakes. The proposal has caused great concerns. Bear hunting regulations were changed under the new state budget. The state got rid of the Class B bear hunting license. That license was needed so people could participate in all training activities except for actually killing a bear. You'll likely see toilet paper on the road this summer, 1 ply to be exact. The Highway Department is working on their crack sealing operation. It's a process where they go and fill existing cracks in the roadways with a hot tar. Part of this process includes drilling into the pavement before the tar is laid. I was in first grade when the newest section of Elko School was built back in 1999. The district is all in one location and is made up of 4 buildings, all built at different times. The oldest of the buildings was built in 1938. Given its age, that portion of the building has some people concerned. Last Friday, a 25-year-old died on a stretch of County Highway K that is posted at 35 miles per hour. Prior to this accident, many in the area have been worried about how people drive through that zone. They feel that the speed limit is being ignored. Nicolay College in Rhinelander will have just under $36 million to work with next school year. Now that's down 0.4% from last year's budget, but school trustee members say that won't impact the quality of classes offered. The Lumberjack Special just turned 99 years old this year and is the only prairie-style train that operates in the state of Wisconsin. And it attracts viewers, fans, and train lovers from all around the world. The students sure enjoyed using White Lake as a classroom today, and their instructors are hoping that they learned a few lessons on how to keep it as clean and beautiful as it looks right now. Organizers say the statue will serve as more than just a historical monument here in Eagle River, but it will also serve as a teaching tool for all of the many students that come to Trees for Tomorrow. The 4th of July falls on a Saturday this year, and that means good news for communities that have planned firework displays, but that also means good and bad news for vendors. I met with one community planner and one vendor earlier today to find out how they feel the 4th of July's due date this year will affect them. A.J. Wiege had been a member of the Pine Lake Fire Department since he was just 14 years old. Family members said that he loved what he did and loved helping others. About a year ago, he found out he needed a lung transplant. He was fighting cystic fibrosis, but over the past few months, his condition didn't get any better. Roughly 500 people visit the Rhinelander Library every day, and that's on the low end. Some come for a quiet place to work, others to check out books and magazines. The last time the Rhinelander Library was expanded was 1984. With advancements in technology and new materials, the library is just not large enough anymore. Students may no longer gather here at the Lugerville School, but it still serves as a gathering place for members of the Lugerville and Phillips communities. Hat and all, Snowmy stands at just over 30 feet tall. To give you an idea of just how tall that is, I'm 6'4", and I can't reach much further past his first button. According to the Centers for Disease Control, roughly 5,000 people in the U.S. die each year due to foodborne diseases. Many of those deaths can be linked to improper food storage. There are 3 ways to make sure your garden-grown goods stay fresh. Those are canning, freezing, and dehydrating. Since we are now in the heart of gardening season, UW Extension wants to make sure people are playing it safe when it comes to food storage. I'm located just west of Rhinelander, where this construction is scheduled to start taking place. It's been several years since the stretch of Highway 8 has been repaved. The construction will go from where I'm located here west 11 miles towards just ending before Highway 51. Emergency workers say that it's important to have a plan for everything. That plan should include emergency contacts, safe meeting locations, and emergency kits at home and in cars. Officials say taking time to plan and practice is crucial. The new system can be fixed remotely, so crews won't have to go out to fix things. WPS hopes to finish burying power lines in 2018. I'm Anthony Bruno here at the YMCA of the Northwoods with Jenny, who's going to fill us in on some of the youth programs starting here at the Y coming up this fall. Jenny, what can some of the youth expect?
Yeah, we have a variety of youth programs starting September 13th, our Fall 1 session. I just want to highlight a few of them. We have a Fit Kids Duathlon, which is a biking and running event coming up September 25th. It's for kids 12 and under, and we'll be letting them off in waves of 5 and under, 6 to 9-year-olds, and then 10 to 12-year-olds, and they'll all be running age-appropriate distances. So it's just a fun event. We're not timing it. We're just going to the kids are just out there to have fun, and it's going to take place here at the Y.
There are 13 of these monuments all across Price County, one for each year of the Vietnam War. And as you look on each plaque, you will see a series of events that are important to that particular year of the war. The planetarium was built in the late 1960s, and it needs some upgrades. The school just got a $230,000 grant from the Walter Alexander Foundation to do the project. It should take 2 years to finish. Having a yard worthy of being named Yard of the Month is all about the curb appeal, and that is actually part of the judging process. Your yard and all of its wonderful landscaping has to be visible from the roadway in order to qualify. Every voice you hear on WXPR is a volunteer from right here in the Northwoods, with either an interest in radio or a specific genre in music. Schools all across the country have dress codes, some more strict than others. At Lakeland Union High School, the dress code is designed to promote making wise fashion choices. Administrators say they want students to get in the routine of dressing like they're going to work.
Marathon County.
Rex just recently joined the Wausau Police Department, but his service to his community and his country goes way further back.
News Watch 12. News from where you live.
It just made a real loud snapping noise, and of course the power went out. So then I walked outside right away, and he was standing there, and we just stayed away, and I called public service right away and called the sheriff's department right away.
According to the driver, he didn't know if he hit ice or if something broke on the truck, but he said the truck just veered off to the left and he couldn't do anything about it. It's going to be a big job getting him out of there.
About 10-20 or so. The call came in as a fully involved structure fire. We were told that the fire was starting to spread into the trees and that the roof was starting to collapse.
We found out slowly because he had some eye issues. It was, his eye was turning in, and so we went to get his glasses, and from there it just kind of snowballed, and we got the diagnosis at 7 months.
Lucas Pitlick is turning 3 years old in March, but for him and his family, it's been a long time since Lucas's diagnosis with spastic quadriplegia cerebral palsy. For them, the doctor visits never seem to end.
We see a neurologist down in Marshfield, we see a physical medicine doctor down in Marshfield, we see a pediatric ophthalmologist. He has physical therapy twice a week sometimes, and then speech therapy once a week.
Sugar Camp Elementary School Student Council had heard about Lucas throughout the community. They host a community-based fundraiser every year, and this year they decided to help Lucas.
They had heard about Lucas online or in church. A couple kids had heard about some of the needs that he had and decided we had a vote and they had decided that this is the organization or the person they wanted to help this year.
There are 3 types of spastic cerebral palsy. The form Lucas has, spastic quadriplegia, is the most serious. Patients with this strain can't walk and have trouble speaking. Their limbs may be stiff, yet their neck may not hold up straight. Seizures are often common with this strain as well.
The kids in the student council decided to do this for Lucas because his older brother's here, so they all kind of know him a little bit. And it's just awesome that the kids wanted to do this for him.
Although the fundraiser is for a very important cause, the kids wanted to have a little fun at the same time.
If you want to buy a candy cane for someone else, you can buy it and then you will put your name on it and you put their name on it, and student council will deliver it to that person at 2 o'clock recess.
Lucas is a normal boy in so many ways. He loves eating and he loves playing ball, but there's some things that he needs to get some help with, and we're happy to be a part of getting him some of the tools that he needs to help him.
The community has been awesome. Everyone has lent a hand or donated in some way, and Sugar Camp has really come together to help the little guy out.
The Candy Cane fundraiser is going on now through this Friday at the Sugar Camp Elementary School. We're covering the news in Sugar Camp. Anthony Bruno, Newswatch 12.